Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me again on this new video. So basically today's talk is just going to be about interlocking versus twisting and a few things that I did to decide which one that I would be doing along this journey. Really, interlocking versus twisting is something that is so controversial in this lock community today. Everyone is trying to decide which one is best, which one is the one you should do, which one is worse, blah blah blah. And if you've watched my other videos, you would know that I'm very big on experimenting for yourself. So when I just started my locks, I didn't understand a lot of things about locks. For example, I know that people used to just not interlock, but I couldn't understand how the hair would actually lock up in the first place if you're not, doing anything to it. It never occurred to me that it could just lock up by itself, to be honest, right? So as my hair grew out, I kept having that frizz. I was working. It was really difficult to maintain a twist. For example, the interlocking will last longer during the week. For example, it's like a whole new hairstyle. But the twisting would unravel maybe if you're sweating in the humidity, especially in the Caribbean, very humid. The twisting, the sweating, everything. If you wash your hair, the twisting would just come out immediately. So I didn't understand that you could just, only maintain your hair with twisting. I thought that, oh my gosh, maybe I need to be interlocking, especially for the type of job that I had. I always had to be looking a certain way, and I didn't know about different styles. For example, the style I have today is actually my go-to style, just 2-strand twist. But I didn't know all these things when I just started. So I started researching interlocking because I really wanted something that would stay. And you have to also consider your lifestyle. For example, if you're somebody that really needs that interlock in your life, it's you to experiment. In my opinion, just experiment. So I went in with the interlocking, and trust me, I'm not a professional. I didn't know what I was doing. I just watched a few YouTube videos. So my experience with interlocking, of course, would be different for example, if I went to a professional to get it done. But I'm El Cheapo and I did not want to go to a salon, so I tried it myself. So I maintained with interlocking, and I interlocked pretty often, maybe 3 times last year, I think, or even more. I'm not too sure, but I did it a bit too often at the end of a month, the end of another month. And I started to notice that my hair was getting pencil size, not pencil size, but maybe finger size, and my locks is pretty thick at the ends. So to me, I know that it's probably because I'm not skilled in interlocking that I did not enjoy the results that I was getting from it in terms of the locks, the changes in the size. But what I did love about interlocking was definitely the style was like, for a whole week I did not have to worry about the frizz, the still. It kept for a whole week, sometimes 2 weeks, and you just had to do a little twisting in between. But I really enjoyed how much the interlocking lasted. So because of my inexperience and the way I started seeing it thinning out a bit, I decided recently that I think I want to go ahead and stop interlocking for now and experiment more with twisting, maintaining with twisting, instead of interlocking, because I really miss and I really want, especially at the beginning, I'm close to 2 years, but I really want to keep my locks thick. I don't want them to thin out, and I just don't want them to thin out. So I'm just going to experiment I want to experiment more towards the end of the year, from now towards the end of the year, to not interlock and just twist and see what happens. Maybe after 6 months, see how it develops, because I've never given myself the chance to experience life with just twisting. I immediately went into interlocking. So all this to say that I do not have yet a preference. I did start interlocking almost immediately after my locks started to lock up. So I'm just now going into experiencing twisting, and all this to say that you should experiment for yourself. But of course, if you have your results, your proof that one is not good for the other, definitely just go with your gut, go with what you're more comfortable with. But for me, I'm the experimenting type of chick, and I'm going to just experiment like a mini challenge with just going to twist. Not even often. I was considering a no retwist challenge, but if I get a job, that might change. So I'm into the styling just to keep it fresh once in a while, because I figure when it's not styled, or when I don't like to see myself when I don't like to see it on me at a certain point, it makes it easier for me to think of cutting it, removing it. Maybe it's not for me. I just need to give it more love, you know. Every time I give it love, I feel like I feel better about it on me, about life with locks. So in terms of interlocking versus twisting, it's always going to be a challenge to decide which one you want to do. I suggest just experimenting with it. But if you don't want to like make a big horrible mistake, of course there are salons, there are professionals that can do these things for you if you find a good one. But I can't really say which one is best. It's because it totally depends on you and your lifestyle. If you're somebody who can't afford to have a twist coming out every week or so, and you want to interlock to keep that thing going for 2 weeks on, definitely experiment with the different ones to see which one is best for you. Thanks so much for watching once again. I really do appreciate you stopping by. Please like and subscribe to this channel to see more little chit chats from me. I'm trying to make videos really consistently, but you never know how it will go. Leave your questions and your comments in the comment section, and I will see you soon.